Hello, everyone. This is Linda Talaferro from the T again. The T stands for the extra effort, sorry about that, which is a service-based business that is focused on women on the corporate ladder climb, and in particular, helping you make a difference in your first 90 days, whether it's in a new role or at a new job, or removing those roadblocks, those stallers, and you're seasoned, you've been in your role, and you're just not moving the needle. So that's what the extra effort is, and that's who I'm here to serve. I've been very passionate about getting women seated at the table. So if you're having any challenges, if you've got that goal, connect with me on the T. And this is, now that I mentioned, if you have that goal, that's the purpose of my live today. I've been reflecting on this over the weekend, and also based on some of my clients that I've had. And so, I've been really wondering, when we say we want to make that corporate ladder climb, when we say we want that next opportunity, we want that next role, bottom line, when we say we want a seat at the table, I often wonder what the why is. Why do you want it? I'm wondering if, do we really understand what our purpose is, what our goals are, and what they're rooted in? Or are we just going for that corporate ladder climb because, I don't know, it looks good on a business card, or so-and-so's done it, or, that's what they say I should do. I mean, I'm out here, so I guess I need to aspire to those next roles. It's just like somebody saying, because you're 25, 28, 30, 35, you should be married by now or have kids. I mean, what's the why? What's the why? I'm a vice president of global quality, and I can tell you that I've had that goal, that passion, that desire, oh my God, I don't know, since I was 9 years old, 10 years old, that I wanted to have a seat at the table. And my why was because I wanted to make sure that other women that looked like me could have that same voice. And I wanted to be able to show other people, if you look like me, that you could sit at the table as well. And I watched an uncle live that life and show others that look like him that it was possible. That's my why. That's my why. I just didn't aspire to being a vice president of a Fortune 500 company responsible for over 30 sites around the world because it looks good on a business card. I didn't aspire to have this role because, it was all about the money to me. I'm going to tell you, because if you chase the dollar, it may not always come. I will tell you, I didn't chase titles. I didn't chase pay grades. I didn't chase the dollar. I chased role scope. I chased the amount of accountability, authority, what voice I could have. And then those seats started to open up. I've been talking to a few people, and frankly, some of them didn't even understand why. I would challenge them and say, so why do you want to be a director? Why you want to be a manager? And then it goes silence. And I'm okay in silence. I'm okay in silence because, clearly, if you can't come up with those reasons why, and they have to be important to you and mean something to you, but if you can't come up with them, then, one, no wonder why you're not moving the needle. No wonder why you're not making a difference. No wonder why you're not getting up that corporate ladder, because you don't have the passion that it takes in this grind. You don't have there's no why. Simon Sinek, I've been reading a lot of his stuff lately, and he's got the science of why. And you might want to go check out some Simon Sinek stuff and understand why it's even a scientific, it's been studied scientifically, the importance of having a why. It's got to make a difference. There's got to be a purpose, a goal. Having a seat at the table is not just about having a seat at the table. Unless you are there for a purpose and you're focused on making a difference and you're going to do the work that it takes to have that voice and make that difference. Because the climb ain't easy. I know those of us that are out here on it, you know it is not an easy feat. So I'm baffled. It just blows my mind. It's just, I mean, it's crazy crap to me, or as my girl would say, just frankly, just some bullshit. If you're sitting there and you don't have a why, you don't know why you want that role. You don't know why you want to lead that initiative and have all that spotlight. Oh no, that's probably why. You just want spotlight and attention. Wrong reason. Now that's a wrong reason, because all that attention and spotlight could be negative if you're not prepared, if you're not ready. You can get it and it'll blow up in your face. So it's so important. It's so important to understand what your why is. And that it comes from a place that is not superficial. It comes from a place that is not temporary, like titles are on business cards. It comes from a place that is real rooted in meaningful impact and has a long range strategy, vision, mission, goal. Not just, what feels good today. Just the water cooler talk today, or just because. Understand your why. Why do you want to be here? Why are you on that corporate ladder climb? Because I will tell you, too much is given, much is required. That is something that I truly believe in. I've always lived my life in that fashion. And so, when we aspire and we say we want something, when you get there, there's a level of expectation. Too much is given, much is required. And that has several meanings, right? So when you get that seat at the table, there's going to be a level of expectation that, one, you can perform there, one, that you know what you're doing, and that you're going to have an impact, a voice, that people are going to, it's going to make a difference that you're sitting there. Not that you just got there and now you just chilling because your business card looks pretty and you think your bank account's going to blow up. No, too much is given, much is required. And frankly, once you get there, are you reaching across? Are you reaching in front and behind you? The people that see you and say, hey, I'd love to experience what you're experiencing. I want to aspire to be like you. How can I do that? Are you reaching out? Are you sitting in any panels and giving information? Are you paying attention to people around you and reaching out that olive branch so that they can come up? And while you're doing it, are you really like tasking them as to the why? I was helping a young lady who, this person constantly came to me and said, oh, my job, I can't stand it. Oh, the boss this, and they won't let me do this project, and won't they do that, and oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm not learning, I'm not growing. So she worked on some things herself. She actually got her green belt, worked on some projects, did some interpersonal stuff, and then actually she decided, you know what, there's still not growth in the role that I have, so I'm going to put in for a job outside of here. I'm going to go get another job. And she got it, right? She got it. Great opportunity. It's going to really stretch her. And then the person that brought her in decided, because the person had a major loss in their life, major loss of a sister, and just decided, you know what, the corporate grind is just not for me. Been here, done it for 30 plus odd years. It's time for me to retire from that, and I'm going to go drive my passion, which is a nonprofit. So that person's resigning. The person that brought my friend in, the young lady that I was working with, brought her into that new company. She's resigning. Oh my gosh. My text messages blew up. Okay. Blew up from this young lady that I was helping because the person that brought her in is leaving. Like that's the end of the world. You're in the door. You got the role that you asked for, that you got the role that you wanted and you sought out, and you're there now. Oh, and oh, by the way, there are some challenges there, just like there were challenges where you left. Grass is not always greener on the other side, but you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it takes the work. But first of all, why did you want that role? Did you really look at your why? Did you look at what was happening to you in your current position? Why that was happening? Address that, and then make sure your why to move on was clear as water, clear as a bell, no second thoughts. You got your vision straight and you understood your why. I don't know that she did. I honestly don't believe her why was clear. So I have been challenging her and saying, look, okay, you've got some challenges there, but is this role going to open the doors that you sought after? Yes, was the answer. The person that's leaving, it sucks. I truly get it. But does that mean you still can't perform? Does that mean you still can't rise if that person's not there? No. Does that mean you're going to have to build relationships? Yes, on your own. That's what it means. And does it mean that you're going to have to work hard? You understand all those things if your why is clear. But if your why isn't clear, then the smallest things will rock your boat. So I've been trying to help her get recalibrated, refocused on the why, and then looking at the work that's needed in order to execute and to get there. I'm telling you, this, when we aspire to have things within our career, when we aspire for roles that we believe will either be foundationally beneficial to springboard us to where we want to go, or they are the right next step for us, whether it's up the ladder or maybe to the left or right of that rung on the ladder, because lateral moves are smart. But when we aspire to those, when we're aspiring to anything, any aspects of this corporate journey, we have to understand our why. Our why has to be very clear. Why do I want that seat at the table? Why do I want to lead that team in that initiative? Why do I want to be in the spotlight? What's the purpose? What's the end goal? What's the game? Understand it. Because if you don't, you will continue to spin your wheels. You will get rocked by the smallest, slightest change that comes your way that you won't be able to handle. And frankly, you'll be frustrated you won't make it up that ladder. You got to understand your why. Why? What's your why? So that's Linda from the T, the Extra Effort. Do me a favor at the end of this video, if you wouldn't mind, go on and like my page, and I would greatly appreciate that. Understand your why. Make your why clear. Everything else will fall into place after that. Have a good rest of your week. I'll be in touch with you soon. Don't forget, like my page. Bye-bye.